All right, we are back. And I have my partner in crime this time. T, are you there? Oh, I can't hear her now. Let me invite her back into the screen. Let's see. Invite onto screen. Let me know when you got the invite, T. We're going to get this thing. We're going to figure this thing out. Yes, invite onto screen. Did you get the invite? Thank you, Pat, for being patient. Appreciate you, boo. You the realest. You can't hear me. No, I can't hear you. I sent you an invite. Okay. Okay. Technology. It's the greatest. Hey, Michelle, girl. Getting it set up. It's connecting T any moment now. It still says it's connecting on my end, T. What does it say on your end? What does it say on your end, T? Come on, computer. Work with me here. Are you there, T? Michelle, how are you, my love? I haven't talked to you in a second. I see you've been doing big things on the YouTube world. Three live now. Okay, I'm going to remove it and send it to you again because for some reason it's not. I'm inviting you on screen. Do you see the invite, T? Accepting and connecting. Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
You can hear me?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
Take
Can you hear me still?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait. I'm gonna put the video on so we can your screen. Well, let's see. Screen.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Can I had to log into, we're recording now, aren't we?
Yes.
Hi everybody, peace and loves. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but in our defense, Mercury is going retrograde in Aries in like 2 days. So that's just life right now. Good. Okay. So I'm going to take my screen off, and I am going to take my screen off, and then I do have on clothes, but we're going live. So, okay, I'm going to take my screen off, and then I'm going to share. See? Hey, Pure, can you share the PowerPoint, because it's not allowing me in this browser because my Google Chrome wasn't acting right.
Okay. How did you share?
Okay, I just logged in. Actually, let me. Oh, hold on.
Oh, I can see how to screen share. I got it.
Okay.
So.
How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much for coming today and being present with us here, whether you're meeting us live or whether you are catching the replay. We just want to give thanks for everyone being able to take this time out of your busy Saturdays to be with us. So thank you so much. Yeah, I see your screen. Perfect. And then present. Okay. Just go to the front.
Okay.
Present from the beginning. That's the end. But yes, we really just want to give thanks, for this time. And what we're going to do is take a few deep breaths together, center ourselves, bring ourselves back to balance for this moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And one.
I can't hear you.
And be
1, 2, if you're there, pimping. We're gonna do this. Okay, I heard you a little bit. I don't know, maybe you lost service. All right, so while T is coming back with us, we're gonna go ahead and get started with a prayer. We already been inhaling, so universe creator, divine being, mother and father God, we thank you for this opportunity to come together live and on the replay with those who are aligned with our purpose, aligned with our energy, and aligned with what we are bringing into manifestation into this world. We give thanks for those who are willing, ready, and able to pursue their highest self with us. We give thanks for the opportunity to be tools to be used for this purpose. We give thanks for what this journey is going to bring to us. And we give thanks for just the opportunity to be us in this space, to be able to share and grow and love together. And I just pray many blessings upon all of those who have taken their time to join forces with us in this moment. And we just give thanks. And I will end this prayer with amen and ashe. All right, I'm going to come out of sharing the screen a little bit just to see what is going on with my sister. Let me see. Let's see, exit there. You will not get the best of us, retrograde. Maybe I need to put you back in. One moment. I can't listen to that right now. Stream on my end. What happened? I have no idea. What happened here? Are we frozen? Can you guys hear me? Because it looks like I'm frozen. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Okay, you can hear. Okay. It's okay. It's some reason it's staticky. Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you very much. All right, now let's try this again with T. I don't know, maybe. Okay, Pat can hear me, but where is T though? T, are you on the ones and twos? I just sent you a invite, T. No, I can't hear. I sent you another invite. Said accepted and connecting. I think it happened when I tried to share my screen. I'm not sure though. It's pure hate right here. What just happened here? Add me again. I did add you, T. I did. Now my screen is loading. One moment. I don't know what's going on. Oh, nice. It took me off of it. It says accepted and connecting, T. Okay, I'm gonna add you again. Nope, no. You are the ghost in the room. On my end, I'm a little staticky. Am I static? Am I freezing on y'all? You can still see me. Okay. T, let's just try to run it without the PowerPoint. Maybe the PowerPoint is the reason. I don't know. I am going to cancel the request and add you again. Yeah, it's running really slow right now. No freezing on your end. Okay, well, it's just me then. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Okay, I just gave you the link ENT. You should be able to come on the screen now. Can you hear me? Okay, everybody. Okay, sorry. That was my tech difficulties. Can you hear me? I'm gonna take off my video. Okay. Pure. Now you don't see me. You see me now. Unable to. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, so I can. You see and hear me. You know, but I can't see you. Okay. I can see you. I can see your little button. Okay. Yeah. Now you see Luna. Yeah, I took it off, so they can hear me and see me. They can hear you. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen then, since I'm already on this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Okay, it's loading. Okay, so everybody sees my screen? I can see your screen, T. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Can you see this? I can hear you. For some reason, I can't hear you. Can anybody? Can they hear me? My screen is frozen. Okay, so you ladies and okay. T, go ahead. I'm going to try to clear some stuff. Okay. My background, that's the issue. It's still live. So I'm going to mute myself. Okay, so just give me one more yes if you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, so Pat says she can hear and see you, Pure. She said she can see us both. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and start the webinar. Can we get a yes with that? Can y'all hear me? So give me one more yes, please, so I can make sure. One more yes from you. Okay. Yeah, a lot of background noise. That was on Pure's computer. Give me one more yes, Tanya. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. Sharing my screen now. And I'm going to go ahead and start the webinar. Okay. All right, so today's topic of conversation is going to cover tips for practical spirituality. That will be the title for all of our webinars for this year, tips for practical spirituality. And today's topic is understanding and healing codependency, presented to you by me, myself, T. Luna, and PUR, both of whom are your facilitators in AYD Holistic. And so we came up with this idea of tips for practical spirituality throughout the year, because we, upon the fast, we really just were able to realize that people needed a beginnings point to where they are. And so hi, can you hear me? Oh, wait. Let's see. Hello? T, please hold for PUR. I'm here, T, but I can't hear you for some reason. And it's got a your connection. Oh, your mic is muted. And it says we're waiting on you to reconnect.
It says that we're waiting for the host to reconnect. I had to fix my
Yeah, I'm reconnected, T.
I had to fix fix that was my mic now this time. And yeah, it's saying that it's waiting for you to reconnect. So yes, it's still.
Okay, I'm going to add you back. Just be ready to share your screen because I'm scared to share mine now. So adding you back. Got the thing. You can hear Luna? Oh, I tell you. Oh, you can hear her too. Oh, queen. Okay. Peace, Pat. Okay. Well, while she is accepting and connecting. I'm not even. All right, T's back in this thing.
Can you hear me?
Say your mouth. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us? We can see you.
You see us both?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I can see that you can hear me because it's moving.
Yeah. So I guess can you share your screen? Yeah, froze again. It must just be yeah, just you off, T. Oh man. Okay. Oh, it's super, and I don't know. The thing. I have the PowerPoint. I'm gonna put you on the phone, T. Hello. Yeah. Can you see me?
It must.
Okay. Can y'all see me on the screen? Are y'all able to see me moving? Because
full webinar. If they can see, go ahead and just share your screen. Can't see. Okay.
And I can't.
I'm gonna try.
I can share my screen. Oh wait, Michelle said share my screen. Face. Every time I try.
Gotcha. Connecting back to the internet. Connected. I'm logging back in. Okay. Go ahead and start talking. Go ahead and
Can y'all hear via the phone? Can you hear her?
Let me log out of all this stuff.
Yeah, mine is just super freezing. Okay. Forget it. Forget all of that.
But she's coming in and out. What is going on? Okay. I'm back on the screen.
Okay, now you're back on the screen. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Sure, they can hear me. You can hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
good. Okay, all right.
Well,
Let's go.
we don't need a PowerPoint. We need a PowerPoint. We don't need it.
Okay. Okay, just a copy. I got something on, so I'm not butt naked in this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We really do apologize, and we're so grateful that you guys are being patient with us. You know, everyone just has to, we just rolling with the punches in today's day, today, right now. So we've gone over the time that we wanted to do this, but we're going to go ahead and keep moving forward. Thank you so much for your patience. We will edit this. Let's edit this for the live. Yeah, so we're gonna cut off all that stuff. So if you had to leave or anything like that, we will go ahead and do the slide. So let's start now. Go. So our topic is tools for practical spirituality, understanding and healing codependency. And you can see me still, right? But you can't see my screen. Okay, so I'm gonna just move my screen to the side and keep it up here. And we're just gonna talk this thing. I really wanted y'all to see my beautiful slideshow.
It's okay, girl. We saw the first two slides.
We'll just post the slideshow online. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll email it. Great idea. Okay, so let's quickly introduce ourselves. You pretty much know us by now. My name is Luna, and we are AYG Holistic.
And I'm Pure.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick introduction of our intending to offer this year. So we began the new year with our first winter fast, and so that went phenomenally well. And I know earlier we were talking about how some people, didn't fast necessarily from food, but what we wanted to let you guys know was that was not the intention of the fast. And we wanted to offer you that type of support, but that wasn't the full intention of the fast. And so I'm going to briefly, do you have your slide available, Pure? Okay, so go ahead. We're just going to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to read the first part. So the pure intention of the fast, no pun intended, because it was Pure's intention of the fast, So is about how to support you in abstaining from anything blocking you from becoming your highest self. So that was the intention, and that is the continued intention throughout the year. That was the intention throughout this year. That's our intention each fast. So we have another fast coming up in springtime in March. So you will not have to worry about how you felt. And the next fast we will offer
I am going to do a template of meal plans for those who do want to include food as a part of the fast. But again, like T said, it's not the focus. The focus is just to create. I can't deal with you. The focus is just to create a safe environment where people can unload all the burdens they've been carrying unload all the questions that they have, unload all the insecurities that they have, so that you can really see the clearest version of yourself, you know. And so it just gives you an opportunity to say, okay, cool, I know that this is a barrier for me, you know, watching this TV show, hanging out with these people, whatever that thing is, I know that this is a barrier for me, so let me see what 30 days can do for me if I just remove it from my life, you know. So I mean, we probably gonna do like a flashing sign on the next flyer that says our fast is not about food, because it's not. It's really not. What you doing? We don't know, girl. We
over here like
girl.
I didn't expect it to go green, so I wasn't quite ready, but that's okay. You know.
And the webinar, the focus of the webinars are to provide tools to support you from healing from blockages and moving towards your greatest potential. So you got the fast that allows you to get a glimpse of your highest self, and then we have the webinar that allows you to provide you with tools to work towards your highest.
And after the fast and after the webinars, we are offering 4 opportunities for virtual retreats. Excuse my dog, I'm sorry. Opportunities for virtual retreats, which will be live, 3-day live step-by-step courses for hands-on experience from the comfort of your own home. And so the virtual retreat, the first virtual retreat will be offered in March. You can see our website for more information on that. And so it is 3 days, 3 hours each day, from a Friday to a Sunday, and you will be able to get this. We will do video. We'll have this tech thing up, you know, a little better, but you'll be able to watch us as we offer these things. We will send you, you know, a packet, an itinerary with a worksheet packet throughout that you'll be going over with us, and we will work through it with you. We will be doing live food demonstrations, some live yoga demonstration. We'll be doing live, ceremony together, sharing space together, and, you know, ritualizing your individual space, because what we saw was that people really wanted to do the live retreats, but so many things came in the way of that. And so we didn't want that to stop the intention, because the intention is, you know, really to hold space for each other and together with each other. So that is what we are doing. And so, we're so grateful also that we got a 10 out of 10 from our reviews for the winter fast. And the spring fast, we hope to get so much more. What we got was just beautiful. You know, what we got was so beautiful. And I hope that each and every one of you got something that you left with that really motivated you to move forward in the direction of your life. And throughout this year, what we intend out of all the things that we are offering is by the end of 2019, going into 2020, you will know your individual purpose. That is our intention. We want every sister that we come in contact with to know why the Creator created them and sent them on this earth at this time for the work that they are meant to do. And so as we stand in solidarity, as we stand in practice and stand and hold in space, because, you know, we're doing it right along with y'all. This right here is us being obedient to living into our purpose that we've been building up for years, you know. And so we are just being obedient. And we truly 100% believe that obedience in your purpose and your higher calling is going to allow you to have abundance and success in everything, in every aspect of your life. And so you don't have to live the rest of your life, the next 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 years of your life unhappy. That does not have to be your story any longer. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and go into the 3 tools of what codependency is, because go ahead, bro. You want to talk about why we talked about codependency?
Just through the exercises that we offered during the fast, and just the feedback from people in the fast, we noticed that codependency was a topic that kept coming up, right? It was, whether it was from y'all sharing your stories with us, whatever y'all were going through at the time, or just, how you responded to certain questions that we asked. We recognize that the theme for wintertime was codependency, which is interesting, seeing that for winter, winter is all about release. It's all about shedding that skin, going into that cocoon, separating yourself, going into that hermit state. And so it's interesting that during this time of the hermit lifestyle, codependency just kept coming up. It was just kind of like a flashing sign through the event. I can't hear Pure as long as y'all are both here. T, I don't understand your message. But yeah, so that was a big theme. So I asked a question. I don't know if you guys can see it. I asked a question. Do you feel that codependency is do you feel that your codependent relationships are blocking you in aspects of your life? So, throughout this, if y'all want to answer that question, while we go into that, then, T, it's on you. Go into that, please. Can you hear me, T? No, T can't hear me. Okay. Codependent slide. I can hear you, T. You can't hear me?
I cannot hear what Pure even talked about. Okay, codependent slide. Okay. Did she talk at all about any of the things on the slide? Okay, so the 3 tools that we wanted to offer you guys is first explaining what codependency is. And for further information, you can see my blog post on our website about codependence. It's entitled Codependence as an Abundance Blocker, and it offers more in-depth information for you. But we're going to just briefly talk about this. So what is codependency? Codependency is a dysfunctional relationship in which a person or persons are involved in an unhealthy helping relationship. And I think this is important because as women, we really just fall into this category a lot of the time. We're like, well, this is what we're supposed to do. One thing that, yes, girl, yeah. So one thing that when I was in seminary, we talked about a lot of how women tend to be helpers. How women just kind of get rushed into that role, as a helper. And so I think codependency as women is something that we naturally kind of get pigeonholed into. We don't even intend to. We're like, we don't even get a choice a lot of the time and so that goes to our next point, which is what is the root cause, and this is why this is important. The root cause, one of the main root causes of codependent relationships is an early childhood emotional wound that stems from either a negligent or one or both negligent parents or excessive parental care. So we either get the parent who doesn't pay us enough attention, and so or they pay us attention only when we do certain things. They pay us attention when we act good, when we do something that pleases them. At least that's how we perceive it as children. And so we fall into this cycle of, I have to do this. I have to please my parent. I have to please my partner. I have to please my friends. I have to please my children. Or we do the opposite. Or we say, I've had to please everyone so much that now my children who come from me have to please me. So then that's how the cycle of codependency then is created, because you've pleased everybody. So now you're like, you've heard the people, you probably had a mama or whoever, that you're mine now.
you're mine, and I'm gonna make you this plaything. I'm gonna make you this toy. I'm gonna make you this perfect thing, or I'm gonna make you do everything that I couldn't do. You know? Okay. So go ahead. I can't hear it.
I was about to say the same thing. I know you can't hear me, but that's definitely true. You know, parents. I feel like our generation of parents, and this is going to be a generalization. So if this wasn't your mom or your daddy, don't take offense. But I feel like for our parents, they felt like they missed out on something in their childhood or in their life, so they had to instill that into us. You know, well, I wasn't able to be a cheerleader, so my daughter going to be a cheerleader. Or I always wanted, you know, you got to play football, even if that's not your dream. You know, you get kind of combat between who you are and who you are through you know, figure out who you are as a person, right? So just want to say that. Got to tag T back in. Point 3. Oh, my screen is frozen.
Okay, so what am I talking about? Okay, I'm continuing. Okay. So, and Pat says I did this to my daughter, and you can heal this wound. Mm-hmm. You can heal that relationship with your daughter, so that you can stand in that space and you can apologize and ask for forgiveness for passing this unhealthy behavior on, because in doing so, you not only heal yourself, but you heal her, and it allows her to move forward and have healthier relationships throughout her life. She will no longer have to live in that cycle. It's about breaking these cycles, you know? And so we're going to talk briefly and go in a little more in depth together about what does having this as a soul wound, or having this as a personality trait, whatever you want to call codependence in your life, this dysfunctional relationship mentality, what does it block in your life? And so we said that it blocks revelation of your purpose, of your unique purpose. It can block recognition of your healing needs, and it can block the perception of reality for an individual. And so I'm gonna say the revelation of unique purpose. You go ahead and do the second one, okay? The recognition, okay. So revelation of your unique purpose. Now, when we are children, and so it's codependency is something that is kind of imprinted on you as a child, right? And so when you're a child and you are doing things to please others, then you do not necessarily have an identity of your own. And so you don't even recognize that you didn't even get the opportunity to find your unique purpose at the beginning of your childhood, you know, because you were imprinted with, I want to please people so much, and people are telling me, I really care a lot about people's opinion about me. I really care a lot about my mother's opinion about me. And if you think about it as a kid, like, even from the moment you were, growing up, like, you don't even get to choose what favorite color you have. You just
say that
get thrown in pink. And you know what I'm saying? You don't even get to choose a favorite color you have when you were a boy.
That's real though.
Get thrown in blue. And it's like you didn't even get to choose how you felt, as, that's my choice. I had a choice. And so that goes and it just spirals in the rest of your life. And then you are like, oh my God, who am I? And so revelation of your unique purpose is the huge blocker, in my opinion, that this can cause.
When it goes into recognition of healing needs, a lot of women, especially women, when it comes to just our womb health, we accept a lot of things because, my mom had to get a hysterectomy at 30, so I'm gonna have to get a hysterectomy. If I don't have kids by a certain age, I'm not gonna have kids because it's just traditional. It's hereditary in my family for us to have hysterectomies. I have to have PCOS because it was passed down from my family. I have to carry this burden, whatever this burden is that we have convinced ourselves we're supposed to carry because of our lineage, and not even recognizing that that is a form of legacy, that of just passing these cycles, these burdens. I don't even recognize that we have to carry this. It can be all eliminated by just choosing. So that's what I'm gonna say on recognition. Hold on, Tigo. T. Point. I'm waiting to type on the screen so she can know. My thing is freezing.
Okay, because what I'm gonna do is, sorry, real quick, while when you talk again, Pierre, I'm gonna log in on another thing so I can hear you. But right now this is cool. Okay, so the third one is your perception of reality, and actually Pierre's the one who came up with this one, but I think that is so true. I think that I really feel, and we just saw in our own lives, Pierre and I have been friends for, about 15 years now. And we have been with each other, and we've seen each other go through these waves and work through this healing. And we've been here and through the ups and downs, and it wasn't easy. But the biggest thing I will say is your perception of reality, because when you're in these relationships, what are you blinded by the truth? You are so
Project X. Project
you
X.
are so blinded by what is, what other people see, and then think about it. Think about in a relationship. Think about your relationship. Think about you was with a dude and your girlfriend was like, do you see the way he treats you? Why do you accept that from him? And you're like, girl, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't know you don't know my relationship. You don't know you know how we do. You don't know my relationship. You don't know. But, really, if someone loves you, there's a difference between pride. We call that Project X, but we realized a long time ago that you got a few of those before you go through your healing. Because if you don't go through your healing, you will keep having Project X's coming in your life. So okay, so, it's like you don't see this unhealthy relationship. And I cannot even hear her, and this is what we do. So anyway, okay, so we go through these cycles, the cyclical, relationships, no matter who the person is, because no matter what, and this is what I want you ladies to read the blog if you have not yet. I want you to get this in your mind. You create your life. Okay? So you wonder why, and I'm gonna say some, and I love everybody. So I promise you, I get this about me. I'm talking about me. See, I promise you. We go into these relationships and we think, oh, this is gonna be different. Yeah, I can see this is going to be different. But if we haven't healed, if we still doing the same thing we did, if we still trying to solve people's problems, if we still trying to give them the answers to all their issues, if we still trying to mother our partners, if we still trying to do things that's none of our business to do, again, an unhealthy helping relationship. Okay, so we have to really think about what is a healthy helping relationship, and what is an unhealthy helping relationship. And so when we come and we like, ooh, he ended up just like the last one, she ended up just like the last one. And the common denominator is yourself, because this is what we have. Yes, so the common, you might need to think about that, So, and I'll say this because that's what I'm doing it, So it's like, what did I do? You want to go ahead? Go ahead.
Tag me in the game, coach. that's reality, you know. And the only way to really break that cycle, because that is a form of repetitive codependency that you're creating in your life, right? Break that cycle is to the key into the matrix. I'm kind of going into Inception right now, but find the key in the relationship. You know, what are you doing that is the same thing? What is happening that has happened? Why are you experiencing that? You know, because relationships are nothing but a reflection of you. You know, why is this situation or this person coming back into my life? What am I not giving myself that this person has to be over here with his microscope, making sure that I see this error in my way? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really all that it is. It's the universe trying to bring your attention to an aspect of yourself so that you can heal a better person. Does that make sense? I think T over here trying to fix her thing though. So this is interesting how we
okay. What did you talk about?
Oh, did you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Because I still can't hear you. I was trying to figure out how to hear you. I read a whole book.
Acknowledgement.
Okay. Yeah. I mentioned when we pick our bad apples. Yeah, you did. Acknowledgement. Okay. So, so acknowledgement is the first tool that we can give you, that we give ourselves each day, you know. And so that's what you spoke about, acknowledgement, or are you moving on to that? Okay, I'm talking about it. Okay, I'm talking about it. Yeah. Okay. So, so acknowledgement is the first tool that we can give you to further support your healing journey. So in order for healing to occur, one must have clarity about this imbalance in personal relationships and its effect on his or her growth. So if you are not actively healing, then you don't really have any clarity about why these type of relationships is unhealthy for you in the first place. And so once you acknowledge that majority of us, especially if this is something that was created in our lives at a young age, have codependent relationships or codependent aspects in our relationships, because you may not necessarily be codependent in all your relationships. You may only do it in your personal relationships with your partners. You may only do it with your children, or you may only do it with your parents. And so once you acknowledge where codependency arises in your life, then you will be able to work towards healing.
I can hear you. So self-check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Self-check. Creating self-check is the second step is self-check, which is all about creating and respecting your own boundaries, which is the key to maintaining active healing. So just to give you an example, are we using
you said, are we using acknowledge and acceptance interchangeably? No, I think that acknowledgement first leads you to acceptance. But it's not so much about acceptance, because you don't have to accept anything. You don't want to accept it, as some people say, okay, yeah, just as some people say, don't take up realty here, like don't build a house there. You don't have to accept that. You can change it. So no, we're not using acknowledgement is saying, okay, there is a problem here in this type of relationship.
Right.
Just for clarity.
Right. So just to give you an example of creating boundaries, I know that a boundary that me and T had to create with ourselves was not dumping on each other. Because something we would be both going through stuff, and we were the only person that we had to talk to. So it would just, I don't care what you're going on, not intentionally saying I don't care, but what your actions always say how you really feel, right? So just call each other and be like, this girl, this happened, this happened. just dump it on each other, not being conscientious of how our energy affects the person, or even conscientious about what that person may have going on. Because we love each other and because we respect our relationship, we had to create that boundary of, okay, let me first see what kind of mood she's in to be even able to help me through what I'm going through right now. Me understand that she's not able to help me, that doesn't about me. Just certain things like that create a relationship for your person in that relationship, because they just may not be strong enough to be right. So the boundaries have to be into consideration for all those involved. My phone, my things freeze. So interesting.
Y'all, I had
you still on me?
I had the mic on. Okay, so our third. I was talking to y'all. I was all in it. Okay, so our third way we want to offer support on your healing journey is support. Support is so important. Having that sisterhood, having that accountability is so important. And I was all in. Okay, anyway, so it was so important, and that was what we realized when doing the fast. I would say that I did not expect that it was going to be this transformational, inspirational group of women coming together, talking, about things. Y'all can hear me now, though? Okay.
Yeah.
And so, so it really was. It was just like, whoa, wow. Who showed up, and we showed up hard, and that was great. And it allowed me to be accountable for getting myself up, keep moving forward, because and showing up and doing what I said I was going to do. I know that was a big thing, a big lesson for me, because I hadn't for this last year, and for those who know that I just haven't been in the groove, and almost questioning what I had to offer the world, and so this allowed me to have that support and have that accountability to do what I said I was going to do. And of course I'd have, the sister who always there that's going to be like, look, you need to do this. Always there to be that push for me. I'm so grateful. And then I've grown in my sisterhood even more. And I'm so grateful for the one, my sisters who joined in. I'm so grateful for the ones I met along this journey, and we about to keep going. We have this whole year to just keep growing and illuminating our purposes. And I'm telling you, by the end of 2019, we want everybody to be flourishing in their purpose. I'm speaking it now. That's it. We flourish in 20. That's it. Oh, yes, we great. Well, love you so much. I'm just so grateful to have met you. Really, so much, like, blessings, and we're going to work together. And we're going to give you anyway. Yeah. So we're gonna keep, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep doing this thing. We're gonna keep supporting each other, and as things just keep coming to being, we're gonna just be there for each other, and we're gonna keep growing in this. And next year we're gonna look back and be like, oh my God, it's like 100 of us. Like, could you believe when it was 3 of us? It's 100 of us right now. Like, because that's how strong this is needed. That's, we're only answering the call that's already out there. And as it grows, it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. And what me and PUR has spoke about, and I want you to, if you say anything about this, What we were talking about is we are here to hold space for women who are actively pursuing their healing. And for you to be here right now, that's what that says to me. It says that you are actively taking charge, taking control, reclaiming your life. And this is not a small thing. So don't look at it like, oh, but I can't do. No, you are showing up for yourself. And that alone needs to be just celebrated, be celebrated right now. Do you want to say anything about that?
Absolutely. And just in this process, we ran into people who were like, oh, well, I don't have the money to fast. Oh, well, I don't know if I got this. I don't know if I got that. Whatever you got, boo, we taking it. Okay. We don't require a set of, all we require is that you hold space, not for us, for yourself. Because again, like T said, we just answering the call. We're not us. We just the messenger. We here so that you can find what you're looking for in whatever aspect that is, whatever you that is. It's accepted and it's appreciated, and continue to grow in this thing. So I'm excited because I know next week y'all ain't even gonna know who this PUR is. Okay, she's gonna be a different person. Okay, it's on you, Luna. So gotta give it a signal.
Okay, I didn't catch the. Okay. Okay, so I'm missing out. Okay, so what we want to offer next is our next part of this journey. And the next part of our journey is we have our spring fast coming up. So that's going to be the next 30 days of our spring fast, which will begin in March during the spring equinox. And so we'll be doing 30 days. I know, yeah. Oh, okay, you talked about the spring fast already? Oh, okay. So then so you didn't? Okay, so yeah, so that is what's next. And then the retreat is also a part of that. So it'll be around the same time. So the 3-day virtual retreat is let me check the dates real quick before I get it wrong. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
I don't know why I be acting like I'm
March. I want to say it's March 16th. But the calendar is up on anywhere on the AYD page. Yeah, so the 3-day retreat is March 15th. It begins at March 15th. I know you can see me, but I can't see y'all right now. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, so the 3-day retreat begins March 15th. March 15th, 16th, 17th. So it is 3 days. Oh yeah, that is before the fast, but it's around the same time. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so the 3-day retreat is March 15th through the 17th. Yeah, and so it will begin in the evening of that Friday, and then we will be doing 3-hour blocks. And so within those 3 hours, we will send people who register. It is right now, well, for the entire year, it is going to be $222. That's the flat rate. $222 gives you the 3-day retreat. It also gives you access to the 3-day retreat. It gives you all the information that we're offering during the retreat. But we're also going to be sending a gift bag that will be goodies to a gift basket bag, something, yeah. So and that's going to be there to just facilitate the rest of your journey, And so we're gonna put our all in this, and so you don't want to miss it. Your friends, bring your friends, bring your sisters, bring your children, whatever you got to do, because we really want to give you all such great tools, because honestly, like I said, and all throughout this, by the end of the year, we want you to be having a clear vision. Yes, we want it to be crystal clear, because it's time. And everyone speaks about 2020 being just that year of just really doing the work, And so all the things that you've done, all the stuff that you cleared, we're just coming out of a year full of eclipses. We had an eclipse at the beginning of this year. All that shadow work that's coming up, it's to be cleared. Everything that's coming up, everything that you had to deal with, all the stuff that came up in you that you're like, ooh, I thought I'd go with that years ago. No. And it's because you were, it was in there somewhere and you got to clear it. It had to go because it can't be in your rest of forever. That's what I like to say. Look, I can't take this into forever. So I need to let this shit go now, So that's really what this last year has been about, including the beginning of this year, because like we said, the new year doesn't start until March. And so, that's what that last eclipse is really telling you. You still got some stuff that coming up in January, so much. It's been popping off. I'm sure it's in everybody's life because, it's been popping off over here. Yeah. Yeah. And, now cycles is going to be a whole nother webinar, okay? We can't even get out of this. I can't even get on that subject right now. I know, because it has really, yeah, exactly. It's true. Yes, it's very true. When it gets in the real, because that's the last thing that gets affected. It's as above, so below. You just said that? That's what you just said?
Yes. Yes.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. I second that, sis. I second that because, it's true. As above, so below. It happens in the metaphysical. It happens in the spiritual. It happens on all those other dimensions before it gets to this physical dimension. Think about how we talk about vibration and frequency, and we know that very clearly when it comes to sound, when it comes to sight, when it comes to smell, all these different things is vibrating. We are vibrating. We're vibrating towards each other, and clearly. And so, all those things that had to come out of the ethers to finally touch your physical realm for you to get to you to release it. You're right. It's the final frontier. It's the last step.
We got to be wild.
So it is the last step, so we at the end. Thank Goddess, God Supreme, the Most High, Mother, Father, God. Thank all of them, all your Orisha, your ancestors, everybody, because they all had a say in this. Good Gaia, Mata, Earth, Asasaya, all of that, okay? They all had
check out the list.
Everyone. And
all of
yourself.
All of them. That's what I'm saying.
That's it. All of them. Thank yourself. I'm telling you, when I saw that Snoop Dogg, when he accepted his star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, he said, I want to thank me. I said, yes, thank you. I want to thank me for the hard nights and for the restless days and for the hard work that I put in. I was like, yes. Give thanks for yourself.
Just what up,
because this shit ain't easy. It ain't easy. I'm done. Go.
Like T said, we're just gonna continue to grow and love on each other, and we appreciate y'all for holding the space for us. Have these differences, and y'all still be up in this thing like what? Just to touch on some things that we're gonna giving away for the 3-day webinar. I am going to be doing a cookbook as requested. Be pretty dope. A book coming up that's going to be dope. So, you know, just be here for it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep feeding us, feeding y'all. Please, please, please give us y'all's opinions. If you see something that you would like to expound upon, dope for that to be added into the next group. Please, I'm about to get on my soapbox about the. If you know a man that need to be a part of this healing, please tell him about it. You know, please let your brother know, because, like, you know, we can be doing this work all we want to, and you know, get raised strong. But if we don't have, then half of the work. You know what I'm saying? If we don't create a space for them to, then we what we came here to do, because everything starts with a woman, right? So space for them as well. And we just gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna get T to pray, and then that's gonna be it. That's it.
Tanya, what you talk about? Soapbox. Oh, okay, pray. You're looking out. Already. I appreciate y'all. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. I feel good about this. Before I pray, I'm just going to say that we thought this was going to be 30 minutes, and we've been here for an hour and 17 minutes, plus the tech difficulties we had. So let's just give thanks for that, because we still here, and we, you know, we made it. And so that's it. Oh, okay. We here for it. We here for it all, and we're going to keep talking about this because it's so needed. And we're going to figure out, maybe we should, we're going to do the webinar, but maybe we're going to be talking a little more, you know, maybe it's time for us to do this thing, you know, because it's important. We got a lot to talk about, and we talk about a lot between the two of us, and we talked about a lot. We covered so much in the fast, and so we're open to it. You know, we're open to keep going. Especially with what Tanya brought up about the cycle. I think that's something that we need to talk about. You know, I'm gonna write that down, because you know, there's a lot going on. Yeah, please do give us some topics. Oh, I will. Before I pray, I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. Okay, so before I pray, so y'all know that like we said, we have the Spring Fast, and we have the virtual retreat, the first one coming up. Please view the website for that. It's under the 2019 virtual retreats. The Spring Fast webpage is going to be up soon. The webinar webpage is up also. What else was I about to say? Okay, so my book is on sale. My ebook is on sale. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put it on sale, but Spirit was like, "Girl, you better," and Ro was like, "But girl, you better." And so I was getting hit by that, you know, as like the link. We'll put it in the group. yeah, you know, it is such a healing tool, and you know, we'll put it in the group. And so yeah, I'm just grateful. I just want to give thanks for that. I really I do want to offer just so much gratitude for the support and love and diligence. And I also want to thank again myself, because you know, it was such a journey, and while while it was, you know, it is it's, you know, about 10 solid pages plus some external things. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's me right there. I'm grateful, and you know, money's coming in. And while I'm not like making so much, one thing I told Pat yesterday, I said I got my first sale for one of y'all. I'm gonna just be real. But when I was gonna put that thing on there for free. I'm not gonna lie, you know. So the money wasn't what was so important to me. But I put it on for one. 11 because 111 is like always coming up for me. It's like everywhere. And then the original, that's for the rest of the month of February. And then it's going to be 444 because I just want to get it out there. You know, I just want to get it out there for people to have access to it so that healing can just start happening. You know, and one thing my naturopath teacher taught me, she said to us, she said, you know, I'm not rushing y'all about getting y'all certification, but it needs to be done as soon as possible because people need healing now. She said, we need healers in the community now. People can't wait for this, you know, and so that is real. You know, that really is coming up for all of us. We just like, you're right. I mean, we need to do this stuff now, you know, and when you have things that you've been cooking and that you've been baking and that you've been gestating for a while and you know that it's time to let that baby go into the world, you just need to be obedient and not have fear about it. And I didn't even recognize if I was having fear about it or... Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. So key. Yeah.
You know what?
And well, that's what I'm going to say. So like, I'm telling you that first sale that I did, when I got that done, I just felt, I was telling Pat, it felt like $1.11 million hit my account. Like that's how it hit my heart. Like it felt like somebody just said, boom, you a millionaire, you a billionaire. Like, and from the work that you've done, the work that you've put in, the healing work that you continuing to do each day, because it's not a destination, it's a journey, you know. And so that's how it felt. I'm not even gonna front. Like I went to bed so full of gratitude. I woke up so full of gratitude. Then I woke up this morning and I had, 3 cells. Like I was just like, oh, like, it's just like, yeah, okay. And it wasn't like, again, that's $3. But you know what? It felt so good, to just finally let it out into the world. And it's been a long time coming. Amen. And, I've actually been writing 15 pages worth of work for 2 years. Like, so that's a problem. It's not a problem because, it is, and it wasn't a problem because I realized that I remember when I was writing it, when I first started, and I just couldn't, I knew how I wanted it to come out, and I couldn't get to that place because I wasn't there yet. So it's like you have to be obedient about where you are in your time of life right now. And you can't force things. You cannot force things when they are, exactly 3.3 million and you can't force things in your life when you're not ready. So when you're, and I remember a spiritual person telling me that, like he said, I just think about that. He told me, he said, you're here. You're like a baby here. He's like, it's like a bookshelf and you can only reach at the bottom shelf, but you're trying to be at the top shelf. And I looked at him like, well, you don't know me. And I was like, well, maybe you do. So, it's like, I was like, yeah, you're right. This man didn't know me from Adam, like straight up, but he told me that. And I said, wow, so I didn't even know, that was 2016, like same time, that. So he's right, he's like, you trying to be up there, but you got to take them steps, and that's real, and so here we are again. We started this in 2017 on a whim, listening to spirit, like we just was go, what I'm saying? And so now we're here and we're still thank you. We still being $50. Like going straight up. Like we didn't
True, real. I just want y'all to know.
We had nothing. We barely had a car in our own name. We was traveling from state to state. We was cooking people food. We was doing yoga for free. We was just showing up. Like, we were just showing up. We were just showing up, y'all. And this is what we doing here right now. Like, we just showing up. And, it was so much fun. And it was it was just the most beautiful moment to just drop everything and just be obedient to spirit. And it really just awakened us to who we are, who we presenting ourselves, and releasing all those fears and doubts that money is not going to allow you to do things like faith, straight up faith. Like, we didn't even quite have faith yet. We didn't quite have faith yet. We were just being obedient at that point. We didn't know. We didn't even know. Like, we didn't even like, you know, people was like, hey, sis, come here. We was like, oh, okay, bet. We got enough gas money? Like, straight up. Oh, we stayed here for 2 weeks because we don't have gas money.
How we gonna get back? I don't know.
So real. Oh man. What is faithful to you? Were giving that word. Yeah, you know, now faith I get. Now I get it. Now faith was an action. And we were just living, we didn't have the word for faith. We just was like, dang.
Yeah.
This is what we supposed to be doing right now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that was it. Like, it was just like a boom, do it. And it felt like the world was ours. And we saw, and now we know the world is ours, And so the faith was that. Faith, exactly. It's the evidence of things hoped for with the assurance of things not seen. And we really, yeah. And people was looking at us like we was crazy. People still do, but they gonna see us blow up though. They don't even worry about that. People was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all quit y'all job. Y'all not getting a regular job. Y'all not doing this, but that's not, we know who we are. And that's what I'm gonna end on saying, that we know who we are. Y'all know who y'all are. We just gonna keep being here to support you into finding who you are every single day. You ready, sis? Go ahead. Say what you gotta say. Oh, okay. You want?
We married. We are married though in spirit. People have told us who can read our energy that we have the same color energy. So one day we're gonna figure out how deep that goes. But for right now, we just know we're supposed to be together. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say other than I second everything she said. I appreciate, again, y'all showing up. That's it. It's on UT.
Thank you. Come through. Okay, so all right. This has been really fun. This has been really fun. And so we just want to sit in this and no divorce. Oh, no.
I know.
We've been in it too long, okay? We don't play those games. We give each other space, but we don't break up.
We break, don't bend, but we break, don't bend.
Okay. So we just want to give thanks with hearts filled with gratitude. So light and joyous. And they said we don't have fun. What they talk about? They don't know. But
they don't know.
We just want to give thanks
they don't know. That's
the Most High Creator, Mother, Father, God is supreme, omniscient, omnipresent, source, spirit. We're just so grateful. We're just so grateful for this opportunity to again, just be obedient and to hold space and be present and to be diligent, even when things seem like they are trying to combat us, even when the weather, it seems stormy. There is always a rainbow on the other side. So we give thanks as we spend this year searching for our rainbow, because the rainbow is enough. And we know that, and we are present to that as we color in each shade, as our eyes come into each vibrational presence and awareness of our purpose, our abundance, our glory, the majesty of the healing wave of the work that we are doing and that we are bringing into this world and the next, as we create a space for the new wave of new beings to come into a world that just accepts them and doesn't break them. We're making space. We're clearing the way. We're answering the call. And each and every day we stay present to the journey, because the present is a gift, the gift of realization of where we already are in the future and where we had to come from in the past. So we give thanks. We give thanks to our spirit guides for allowing us and leading us here to this moment, for sharing in the joy of being here now. We feel it. We feel them celebrating, clapping, and joining in the laughter that we are able to share together. This is what life is about. And maybe a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, maybe 3 years from now, maybe 6 months from now, we are going to be able to have this same feeling of joy in the tropical place of our own choosing and destination that we, again, are called to, and being present with whatever healing aspect that is involved in that moment of time. So we give thanks now. Ashe, Amun Ra, Ma'at,
Sure.
Uncle Jostaneb. So that's what we're going to wish you. Unk Ujal Seneb, life, vitality, and health on this journey. We love you.
Peace.
Peace.
And this.
Blessings, blessings.